About 5 or 6 years ago, and we were probably 5 or 6 years into the business, right? I took a long look, and it was when I made a decision to, you know, break out of the mold, do things a bit differently, right? For 5 years, I had hustle, right? You had to do everything that you could to make a business successful, and that pretty much entailed wake up, eat, work some more, eat, go to sleep, work some more, and do that, 5, 6, 7 days a week. And so I did that for a few years to really get us to a comfortable stature where we had a team, things were a bit more manageable, and I wasn't having to wear every single hat in the business. But I took a long look at what else is life about, because I'm not going to do this for another 15 years just as is. And, there's more to life than just business and career, right? Signed up for a few vacations. I started taking the trips that I hadn't done previously. I got my passport, right? And I also really started to dive into more of the personal development side of life and challenging myself to break out of my comfort zone, do things differently, and to grow. I became a sponge for learning, right? Reading a ton of different books, joining different groups and associations, and going to conferences and all of these different things. You don't have to necessarily do what everybody else says, because for the one book that tells you can be successful in a 4-hour work week, there's another book that says you have to work 80 hours a week to be successful. So the truth is probably somewhere in the middle, right? So, be a sponge and learn from everything, but also take what you love and take what resonates with you and take what is working, right? Try something. If it doesn't work, get rid of it, right? There is no one size fits all in any of this stuff, for what it's worth. But continuing to grow, really thinking about things, trying different things, breaking shit. It's amazing the amount of resources and what the internet has, and how many books and how many speakers are on any subject in the world. We can learn anything about anything in the world today, and it's amazing. And so for me, this investment in myself, right, probably is the one thing of where you can spend the most amount of money, but also get the best returns on it, right? If you put your money in the stock market, yes, you can get returns, and yes, there can be, positive things that come from that, but investing in yourself, you creating the ability and the capacity for growth in doing whatever it is that you want, whether it's entrepreneurship or things in life or giving back, whatever it may be, I think that's where the best returns are to be found. The statement in business is, if you're not growing, you're dying. And frankly, that could be applied to us, I think, as well, right? If we're not growing, if we're not changing, then we're certainly stagnating, right? And I think a stagnant life is probably a boring and an early death life. One of the things for me in business was getting to a certain stature later on, and it got comfortable, and I got a little bit risk averse, right? I didn't want to mess it up. I didn't want to break anything. And so for me, the latest iteration of pushing through the boundary and the barrier and growing and stretching myself is this acquisition phase, right? Learning how to navigate acquisitions, right? How do I go and find another business to acquire, and then doing the work of making a deal and making it happen. And now the integration part of bringing that business within our house, and how do we integrate everything? And all of these things are, new journeys for me, new journeys for us, and I've had to learn, and I've had to acquire new skills and break through comfort zones, right? And if we continuously challenge ourselves, and we continuously grow, and we continuously learn new things, we've thereby made ourselves more capable, more powerful, and able to do more interesting things, thereby bringing us more happiness, more fulfillment, et cetera, et cetera. And so again, I think the investment in yourself is possibly the most important thing, because it kind of unlocks all of the other things in life. You've got to go and do shit. You've got to try shit. You cannot stay in learning mode, reading mode, pontificating mode, thinking mode, right? This comes with the balanced side of go do and go try, right? Learn, read. Learning reading is only going to get you so far. Doing is where you potentially learn the most. So yes, all of this comes with a healthy balance of get out there and do shit.